got a new nickname on the show. 5-drink Robin. 3-drink Robin.
Oh, I brought out the dew today, baby.
What you got, man? What's your portfolio? What's your drink portfolio looking like?
My drink portfolio, man. You know what? I've been hodling this natural spring mineral water for a while.
Wow.
And stepping my game up today.
I'm impressed. What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto. We are coming at you live from Sin City, Nevada with another one of our live shows. It is Friday. You know what that means. Blockchain Parlay Day. But more importantly, we have a very special guest on our show. Going to bless us with some knowledge on technical analysis and chart analysis. Before we get into that, real quick disclaimer. We are not financial advisors. Please do your own research. I'm your co-host, David. And let me introduce you to your other co-host, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, how the hell did you find us? Now, if you're not familiar, we not only are entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel, but we also take the old, the boring, the stale information, and we package it up in a fun and sexy way. Here we also don't do just live streams. We also have deep dives. This is the live stream, though. Check out the deep dives. And then if you could help us out, if you like the video so far, if you like who we are, like the video, if you ain't subscribed yet, what the hell's wrong with you? And if you could, hit that notification bell. I think we got a few more notification bells up, but we're still under 100. Only less than 100 of our subscribers are
Unacceptable.
Are hitting the bell. So
shame on you all. Shame. So the markets are a little down today.
Yeah, we had a pullback, you know.
Yeah. You think it has anything to do with the jobs report came out? We'll go over that, after our interview. But jobs report came out great, but everything is down. The traditional markets are down. The crypto markets are down. We're seeing a pullback, a healthy pullback at that, in my opinion. But we're still down. So portfolios have taken a hit. But whenever there's a dip, what do? We BTFD. What does BTFD stand for, Robin? Buy the effing dip.
There you go.
That's right.
You mentioned dip. It's really not far off of where we were. I mean, it was just a week ago. We were at, was it 38,000?
Mm-hmm.
So we're still up for the week, up 5% in the last 7 days. So we're on the right trajectory. We're doing good. So obviously major support at 40,000. You think we're gonna go under 40,000 this weekend?
I do.
Yeah.
We'll let our TA expert
Give it.
speculate on that. I kind of want to show, just to get a quick glimpse of the market before we get into our TA with our expert. Eddie, if you can pull up my laptop. So this is the Crypto Stackers Pro website. It's similar to CoinMarketCap as far as, having data for 24-hour movement, market cap. But one thing I really like about this platform is it lists the all-time high, what percentage we are off of the all-time high, and when that all-time high was achieved. So you can get a better scope of where we are in the market for the certain crypto. So we look at Bitcoin. We're at 40,800. We're 40% off our all-time high. So you can kind of gauge your entry and exit point with another factor like this all-time high percentage. And then it shows you right then and there when we hit that all-time high. Funny that ETH and Bitcoin hit their all-time high on the same exact day, November 10th of 2021.
When I'm looking to get into a project, I definitely like to look at the all-time highs as a target area. So if I'm looking to get in a project, I'm like, hey, it was only 5 months ago we were sitting at this amount, and we're 50-60% off. I know it's likely to get there again if the project has sound fundamentals. Now, if it's like a meme coin, who knows? Maybe it'll never get back there again. But if it's a solid project, has a good roadmap, it's pretty certain that at some point in the next 4 years, it'll get there. Probably more than likely in the short term, whenever you get the next bull run or whatever you call it. So,
speaking of meme coins, our hot take today, it's going to be great.
Is it another stupid meme coin?
It's
viewers, if you don't already know, we got the champion El Campeon of meme coins here.
I'm not. I'm not the meme coin champion.
know,
I just don't shit
I'm
on a
about-
project if it's not
I'm
in, if
about
it's not in the
sound
top 10.
fundamentals here, roadmap and technology that actually benefits the world,
Uh-huh.
and not a bunch of people that have never been in crypto coming up to me like, "Hey,
Never been in crypto. So all these Ethereum whales that are buying up ship, they don't know anything about crypto?
yeah, I'm not saying it. It's not. You can't make money off of it. I'm just saying going all in. And
No one's ever said go all in. When have I ever said go all in on a meme coin
Hey, you
or a
know,
shit coin?
it's probably. Don't make me bring up the time machine. You know.
No, please, no time machine.
Okay.
No time machine. All right, we ready?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So the gentleman we're bringing on today, his name is Forrest. Just a little quick background about this gentleman. He has an MBA in economics from Appalachian State University. He was the former head of research at Token Metrics, which services a little over 430,000 members. He is the founder of Crypto Stackers. And a fun fact, he was a 3-time All-State Wrestling champ. So with that being said, let's go ahead and bring. So what I'm trying to say is don't mess with the guy. With that being said, let's go ahead and bring in our guest, Forrest. Welcome to Sin City Crypto, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for the nice intro there.
Yeah, 3-time wrestling state champ, man. That's awesome.
All right, hold on a second. I got to interject here because we can't ever have a smooth transition to anything before I interrupt on stuff. That's what I do here.
Yeah.
But 3-time wrestling state champ. So, fun fact here. Do you know about the Granby Roll? Anyways, I went to Granby High School in Norfolk, Virginia, and supposedly they have a move that they invented over there called the Granby Roll.
Yeah.
You know about
the
it?
Granby Roll. It's a great move.
Well,
and I was also the homecoming king of Granby High School as well.
let go
2002,
of that. Let go of
baby.
the homecoming
So
king.
basically, that makes you like a really good wrestler by default. Just because.
Yeah. Robin thinks he's really good at everything, but he's really good at like 2 things. That's pretty much it. So Forrest, welcome to Sin City. We're really honored to have you on our show. I know your schedule's pretty busy, so thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to bless us with some of your knowledge. Why don't you kind of start us off? Tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you come about going from Token Metrics to starting Crypto Stackers and where you are today?
Yeah, so I started this YouTube channel a little while ago, I believe in August of 2020, something like that. It's just been growing a little bit at a time for a little over a year now, and have really just wanted to be a full-time entrepreneur in the crypto space for a while now. And I've been able to do that through both the YouTube channel, but also through starting my own crypto dashboard technical analysis website. It's called cryptostackers.pro. It is a SaaS product, right? So subscription-based software as a service product. And basically what it does is it crunches that study technical analysis for a long time, really since 2016, really hard. Been trading since then. There's a lot of people coming into the crypto space, and it's a DIY space. You can't just go to a financial advisor and be like, hey, buy me some Dogecoin, buy me some AVAX, buy me some Luna. You can't just be like, buy some altcoins for me, financial advisor. It doesn't work like that. So it's a DIY space. And if you're going to be doing analysis or technical analysis for that matter, there's like a 2 to 3 year learning curve. And in Crypto Stackers Pro, like the dashboard is built to take that 2 to 3 year learning curve of technical analysis and just crunch it down into like 5 to 10 minutes, pulling the most useful indicators and things that I personally look at and strategies that I employ, filtering that down into like a 5 to 10 minute, really simplified version of technical analysis that is extremely effective.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on that. I've been using the platform over the last few days, and I feel like a lot of the indicators you see on, whether it's TradingView or any other charting software, they're all lagging indicators. And, I haven't come across something that actually gives you real-time indicators until I went to Crypto Stackers. And so everything that's on there, right? Is that something you created personally? Is that proprietary to you, or can anyone else do the same thing?
This is all from my brain. This is the brain trust of what I've been working on and my experience in the crypto space, trading and investing for like the last 6 years now. I've built the platform on my own, programmed it all, and we'll hopefully be expanding soon and eventually, have to bring on other people as we grow. We're already to like 2,500 daily active users. Which
wow.
is just insane organic growth right off the bat here, and you're looking to expand really fast. So I can't do this on my own for long, especially once I know we're going to implement a referral program here in the next few weeks to months, and I expect us to blow up.
That's awesome. Well, I've been trying to get rid of Robin. So if you got a spot and you want to take this loudmouth over here, please do us all a favor. You can take him with you.
I am no TA expert, but I got a good pulse on the market. Okay.
Yeah.
I can read people.
Yeah. Yeah. You're so good at that. All right. So Forrest, do you mind doing some TA for us here, and you can kind of showcase what crypto stackers can do, and we'll kind of give the floor to you.
Sure. Yeah, I'll share my screen here. And so the Crypto Stackers webpage that you pulled up was actually the original version. We've done a massive site redesign, and it looks a little bit sleeker now, but it's still kind of this alpha phase where we're tweaking all the bugs. We're trying to get rid of all the bugs and make sure it's a really polished product. So let me know, guys. Can you see my screen okay?
Yeah, we're
you can
good.
see the Bitcoin chart I've got pulled up here?
Yep.
Sweet. So at the top here, we've just got all our kind of normal data that you'd see on any site. But what I did there is we're looking at the Bitcoin chart. We can pick any chart we want down here. We've got 100 of them to choose from so far. We'll get 200 or 300 cryptocurrencies loaded up in there eventually. But right now, I just want to look at Bitcoin. And all I did was I hit this button in the top left corner, these 3 bands. And these are called the easy bands. They're called the easy bands because this, honestly, I think if somebody's a losing investor, this one indicator, and I'm not trying to like sell snake oil here. What I'm trying to do is like, I think this is the fundamentally best indicator to just take somebody that's a losing investor and turn them into a winning investor. And I'm not promising like absurd gains, but what this allows you to do is it tells you the right time to buy or the lowest risk buy. And it tells you when it's the wrong time, when the market's excited. And Warren Buffett says you really can only lose money when in a really high growth industry if you get excited at the wrong time and buy at the wrong time when everybody's excited. So down here at the green accumulation zone, we see this is when there's a ton of fear in the market. When there's a massive spill off, there's a ton of fear in the market. This tells us that based on where the market has been valuing this given asset, Bitcoin in this case, over the last 21 weeks, this is very oversold. And it gives us a really, really strong accumulation level. And conversely, or on the opposite side of that, we've got when the market gets overextended, where we should probably be considering taking profits. And I know some people are like, hodl my Bitcoin, I'm never going to sell it. That's fine. You don't necessarily have to sell when we get up in this red zone. We can stay in an extreme bull market up in this run for quite a while and continue to go up. But taking 2-3% profits, paying yourself a little bit, unlocking some stable coins, maybe doing some stable coin yield farming while you wait for a dip, and then redeploying those stable coins down this accumulation zone can be extremely helpful. So this is just going to add basically the BS filter to all the noise that you're hearing on Twitter and even on YouTube with a lot of YouTubers that around this time when Bitcoin's up here at $57,000, they're like, Bitcoin's going to 200K, it's going to 300K. Well, in order to do that, it would have to go so far outside of the realm of what is realistically we've ever even seen in the past. And in order for it to do that, it's just not realistic. We want to be in a profit-taking mindset. We want to be in an accumulation mindset down here towards the bottom of these green easy bands. And unfortunately, it requires patience, right? The last time we were in an accumulation zone was March of 2020. We could have accumulated very aggressively here for the entire bull market, or right before the entire bull market took off, and we didn't get another accumulation opportunity until June of 2021. But that was a great opportunity, just like we've recently had 2 dips here down to this green dashed easy band as well. Now and we can do that for this indicator works for 100 cryptocurrencies in Crypto Stackers Pro. But the other big indicator And you're talking about real-time indicators. You're talking about, lagging indicators. The margin pressure levels, and this is a strategy that I personally invented. I'm the creator of this strategy. What this is it's not even a real-time indicator. It is a predictive indicator. We put in this high here at $69,000 for Bitcoin, and we started to see it drop off. We immediately were able to populate these levels. So we've known about all of these key support and resistance levels that we since about November 10th, right? So we've been watching these levels on the Crypto Stackers Pro Discord and on our YouTube channel since November for like 3 months. So when we hit $34,500, we were just rooting. Like when Bitcoin started spilling off in this candle, I can't tell you how excited the Discord got, because they were just like $34K at $34,500. It's going to hit. We're going to fill our orders and make a bunch of money, because we were able to populate these support levels and know that that's where the bleeding is going to stop. Now, you may be wondering, like, all right, he just clicked a button and selected the all-time high, and then these levels came in and got populated. What is he actually doing? Why would I trust these levels? Well, what these levels actually are called, they're called margin pressure levels. And they predict based on leveraged trading behavior. And we know crypto is one of the most heavily leveraged traded spaces in the world, right?
Absolutely.
Most of Bitcoin volume is on leveraged trades. So what we can do is we can do some mathematics, really simple mathematics, although it might seem complicated at first, and just say, hey, at what point can you no longer go short on Bitcoin with 3x leverage? Well, that would be at $51,735, right? So that's gonna, should be somewhat of a support level, but we actually sliced right through it with this big voluminous wick, like this huge red candle. And we actually bounced down here off of around 42K on some exchanges. But what happened? We consolidated on this 2x short level, $45,985, 46K. Why did we know that this was going to consolidate on 46K? We knew that because as soon as price drops below 46K, the incentive to short it on 2x leverage just dissipates. And the reason it dissipates is because when you start shorting Bitcoin on 2x leverage around price point below this price level, you can't hide your liquidation point above the all-time high. And why is it important to hide your liquidation point against these local highs or the all-time highs? It's really important because if Bitcoin comes back up and threatens to make a new all-time high, there's a really good chance you're going to get a double top and you won't get liquidated, right? So we were actually able to predict this ahead of time, and the 1x short to 2x short bounce is something that happens very frequently. This is a trading pattern we always pick up on for Bitcoin and some other altcoins. I'll show you again where them off of the crash in May of 2021. We saw this 1x short to 2x short bounce, and we were able to trade this quite profitably, just knowing that $29,000, $30,000 was our optimal support level. Now, I want to show you, before I wrap up and take up too much of your time here, I want to show you how it works in terms of resistance. So back here, we're just selecting our local low, and I just selected the long tool. And I've got entire videos on how to actually use these tools. I know I'm kind of going rapid fire here, but after we corrected from $42,000, the first big breather and correction that we got at the beginning of this bull market, when we corrected from $2,000 to $28,000, what could have told us that we were going to get a correction at $58,000? Well, we know that as soon as the price action for Bitcoin goes above $57,000, $58,000, this level right here, the incentive to go long on 2x leverage just completely disappears. It disappears because you can no longer go long on 2x leverage and hide your liquidation point below this key support level. And then where did we bounce? We bounced at our 3x long level, because as soon as price drops below this level, that's where all the leverage traders are like, hey, I can go long on 3x leverage and hide my liquidation point down below here and be safe if Bitcoin corrects. And eventually Bitcoin did correct. And had you hid your liquidation point on a long trade below this local low, guess what? We got the support around this level, so we never went below it, and your trade was safe. You didn't get liquidated, right? So these levels we can populate over and over. And people always ask, like, hey, which point do you pick? I like to mess around and pick different local highs and play around with it. We can see confluent levels of support regardless of which local high we pick. If we pick this one, we get support at $34,500. If we won, we get more support at $34,500. That's why we were so confident buying 34.5K. And guess what? If Bitcoin comes down to 34.5K again in the next few days to few weeks, I'm a buyer there. I'm a buyer there, and I'm definitely a buyer down here at 26K because this is an even stronger support level at 26K. So yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me come on and do a little technical analysis spiel here and show you guys how this works. A lot of people, I want to reiterate the fact that a lot of technical analysts or what people think technical analysis really is making predictions about the price. And the best traders that I've been around in my personal trading strategy is not around trying to predict what Bitcoin does. It's being ready for whatever Bitcoin does and just getting in the habit of buying support, selling resistance, buying support, selling resistance. So you might ask, like, hey, do you think Bitcoin's going to go below $40,000? Do you think it's going to come back down to $34,500? I don't know. And honestly, this is going to sound crazy, but I don't care. I don't care if Bitcoin comes down to $34,500 because if it does, I'm going to be ready to buy it. I'm going to be ready to buy my support level. And I'm going to be ready to buy again 30,000 and buy again at 23,000 to 26,000, wherever that level comes in. I don't care where it goes because I know where the support is and I'm going to be ready to buy it as soon as we hit that support. I know the easy band accumulation zone for a long-term trade is around between $25,000 and $33,000. So if we come down to those levels, I'm licking my chops ready to buy Bitcoin at those levels. Same thing, we can do this for ETH, any altcoin in the top 100 right now. So I hope that was helpful.
Oh, absolutely. That was great. So I have one question. So on the easy bands, you have a solid line and a dash line. Would you just real quick tell us, are you looking to accumulate at the solid lines or on the green or on the dash ones? And what's like the biggest difference?
Yeah, so basically, and I didn't explain exactly how the easy bands are calculated. Basically, they're projections that integrate margin pressure levels, that same exact concept that I was talking about of predicting leverage trading behavior. And you can see they end up coming in here as support and occasionally as resistance. Doesn't mean we can't cut through them. Doesn't mean you should buy them every single time on every single cryptocurrency, but it gives us a really good gauge. And the way they're basically projections off of the 21-week simple moving average that take into that account the margin pressure levels and the buying incentives or leverage shorting and or longing incentives in the market. So what you're ultimately going to find is that the green dashed line is a margin pressure level built off the 21-week simple moving average, but it's not as strong support. Right? It's kind of our first wing of support that we'd expect to see some bounces off of. And then when we get down to the green bolded band here, that is our really, really big support level, especially for Bitcoin, right? We don't see it come down and touch here very often. Like historically, the last two times, and there's been years in between, year-long gaps in between these two opportunities, you really have to be patient. The last two times, if you bought Bitcoin on this green band, you got paid big time. Those were the single best opportunities to buy. So if Bitcoin comes down here to $25,000 and just flash crashes, maybe global macro, geopolitical stuff scares everybody and we go down to 25K, that is time to load up. That is time to load up because we just don't get that opportunity very often. So to answer your question, green dashed line and red dashed line, those are your first kind of bumpers, right? You throw the bumpers on if you're not if you're not very good at bowling. Those are just kind of your first line of defense. Your less powerful support and resistance levels, but they can definitely act as strong accumulation zones, right? So just depends on how aggressive you want to be. If you want to be very aggressive or moderately aggressive in the case of Bitcoin, go ahead and buy on these green dashed. If you want to be more patient, you can wait for green bold. It is going to vary depending on what altcoin we pick ups here. So I'll just briefly show you the easy bands on Terra Luna. Everybody's getting excited about Terra Luna. They want to buy it. It's actually at resistance. Could it go higher? Yeah, certainly. But the last time we actually got a really good accumulation zone on Terra Luna was down here in this crash where we just kind of bounced between the bolded and the dashed green easy band between $5 and $6, $7 for quite a while. And we had this nice long accumulation period. And since then, I haven't honestly really wanted to touch Terra Luna from a long-term perspective. I've been in here trading it with the margin pressure levels. We had some really good trades going on in here. With where we were able to get really good exits and resistance levels, and we could get into that, but it'll take a little bit more time. But honestly, this is just kind of your initial resistance and support. It's going to depend on what.
Real quick, since you got the Terra chart out, last week when we had the big run up from 38,000, or earlier this week to, was it 45? I saw an article that somebody got liquidated on $11 million short on Terra. I don't know if you caught that. Is that
I didn't see that headline, but it would make this candle make a lot of sense. A little short squeeze happening.
Is that normal for somebody to put an $11 million? It was the largest liquidation of the week. Is that normal? $11 million on Terra?
That's not normal for my portfolio. I'll tell you that much.
Mine either.
That's a lot.
I was just, I don't know. I just found it surprising that people were leveraging Terra that heavy. So I don't know.
Yeah,
this is,
that was great.
This is amazing.
Really enjoyed that. The only question I had is those the easy bands, are those kind of comparable to like the Bollinger Band? I mean, that's kind of what
they're going to be similar to Bollinger Bands in the way that you use them, but mathematically they're calculated differently. So they basically create this, they construct this range, this really nice accumulation and take profit range. Based off of my back testing, I use easy bands rather than Bollinger Bands. Obviously, I'm going to be biased because like this product is built off of easy bands and not Bollinger Bands, but the concept is very, very similar. They're just, I feel like, more accurate in.
I was
go ahead. I was just going to say, I feel like they're a little bit more accurate in the. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, with the Bollinger Bands, they seem to kind of like constrict and like widen and narrow quite often, and this seems like it's more of a straight, pretty symmetrical band that you can use for.
It's a little. Yeah, it's a little bit smoother, and the other thing is, because it's built off of the leveraged trading behavior in the market, I feel like this is really better suited for crypto. Whereas, if I was a stock trader, I might look into Bollinger Bands a little bit more. But because the leverage or the crypto market's so leveraged, I really feel like these become pretty accurate, and we get some really strong bounces here.
Cool. Well, we love your product, man.
Yeah,
we're really excited to have you on. There's some badass TA there.
Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
If you're willing to do so, we'd love to have you back on. I saw some people in the chat. One of our viewers here.
We have a couple of them that are lifetime subscribers.
Yeah, so we got a couple people here. DFib. Oh, my boy DFib. DFib's our my number one fan here in the show.
A weird bromance for us.
But he says he's signed up, and a couple other people. Somebody referenced Sin City needs to get a link because they want to sign up. So. We'll send some people your way.
I appreciate that, and referral program coming soon too. So just keep that in mind. And I appreciate you guys having me on. This has been very very productive, and it's been a pleasure.
Hey, the honor is ours, man, my friend. Thank you so much for your time for us, guys. We have the link to the Crypto Stackers Pro sign up. In our bio. Also, there is a tutorial that Forrest did on how to work the platform in more detail. That link is on his YouTube in our description as well. And then make sure you go follow his Twitter. He tweets a lot of updates, charts. So great resource for you guys. Again, on behalf of Sin City Crypto and our crypto fan, we'd like to thank you, Forrest. We loved having you on, and we definitely look forward to bringing you back.
All right. We'll check you out next
Appreciate
time.
it, guys.
Thanks, Forrest. Take care.
Bye.
No, that was badass,
That was
right?
so dope. Man, I'm telling you, dude, I've been doing TA for such a long time. I have never, ever come across anything that A, gives you support and resistance levels with one click of the mouse, and B, that's not a lagging indicator. There's no point in having an indicator and trying to make moves off of it when it's just in the past. The price action has already happened. With this one, with Crypto Stackers, you can get on there and you can see real-time support, resistance, entry, exit points. I would highly recommend you guys go check it out. I think it's $9 a month is nothing. If you enjoy TA, you're a swing trader, you're a hodler, you want to know what ranges is good for you to accumulate, definitely check out Crypto Stackers. All the links are going to be in our bio. Cool. All right, let's get into, well, quick shout out. Let's give a shout out to our chat here.
So a couple things. We do want to shout out the chat. Oh yeah, well let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and knock that out. So we'll just start at the top. So we have Zombie was one of the first people here, as well as HP, Malik, Sweet Potato. If you're still here, what's up? And then Russell, and then we got Mayed, Sparrow. We got over 20 people.
Garrett, Sheldon, Chef.
Yeah, we'll probably open up the club here soon. Looks like we're at 20 people. We'll give
Andy, Freddie, Alina, Nick.
Sheldon. Yeah.
Hold on. There's more. Crypto Stackers. What's up? Stereo 2, who is in the house. Andrew Kabbalah.
My odds up in here.
L58. Robin's boy D-Fib.
My boy D-Fib.
Hold on. There's a lot of chat here. I'm just trying to make sure. MGM is back in the house. What's up, MGM? Yellowbeard. Harry is back. Welcome back. And I think that's, Sunfills is here. And yeah.
Well, cool.
Awesome, guys.
All
Blockchain
right.
Parlay today. Who is the winner of $100 in Bitcoin? Start thinking about what you're going to pick for next week. And we'll do that at the end of the show. But right now, we are going to get into our very first segment, the hot take. Mucho fun.
That's hot.
Cook a steak on that hot take, baby.
So I want to read a quick article here, and it relates to our hot take. There was a crypto ad in London that said Miss Doge get Floki. Was found throughout London's public transport system since last November. Now the UK's advertising authority has banned the marketing campaign. So the hot take question I'm posing today is this. Should crypto ads that suggest investing in meme coins be illegal? Should they be illegal? I'll go first. I'm going to say no. You have, in the US, it is completely legal for pharmaceutical companies to market medicine. Now, why in the hell would someone need to be marketed prescription medicine, right? They're saying, well, because we want you to go ask your doctor if I'm having these symptoms, ask your doctor, hey, I saw a commercial about this medicine that can treat this. What do you think about it? Well, the same thing could be said for crypto and meme coins, right? I am not in the camp of sheltering people, right? If they don't see this, then they're not going to make that mistake. That's not true. If people see Miss Doge get Floki, if you're dumb enough to run out and just go buy it without doing research, without talking to anyone, then that's on you. It's not my fault, okay? So that's my take on it. I don't think it should be legal. I think stop treating people like they're stupid. Yes, there are stupid people in the world, but you can't shelter everyone, right? If someone sees an advertisement and they're interested, the idea is, hey, I'm going to do some research. Oh, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm going to buy somewhere. Oh, no, I don't like it. It's a shitcoin. I don't want to buy it. But to say it should be...
You think any of the people that invested in the meme coins did some research in them? Get out of here, bro.
What I'm saying...
First of all, I don't want to see no opioid commercials, and I don't want to see no ship commercials, okay? All right?
Okay, so...
I need some penicillin for your ass, bro, because this is out of control. You give me nice...
So you think it should be illegal?
No, you know what? I'm just kind of cracking jokes here. You know what? I don't think you should censor anything that's, not, as long as it's not inappropriate. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to see any, like, brutal violence advertised or, something really risque or nudity or things of that nature. Yeah. So you have things that are taboo. Outside of that, like, let people decide for themselves. Just since, you know what I mean? Just advertise as is. But do I want to see SHIB advertisements? Hell no, man. And you saying people are going to do research, that's absurd. No.
What do you mean?
We always say do research. And you know what? And the reason we say that is because we understand the people in the chat, people in our community are watching to gain a little bit of insight, to get a little bit of knowledge. And you've
Really? I
You're
thought people
probably-
tuned into the show to listen to
they're
your story time.
Yeah, well, that as well. So now, no. Here's the thing: we have a community that obviously has a very big interest in crypto. So much so that they're here every day. They're watching the show for an hour or more, and so these people are interested in research. But the people that I interact with outside of the studio that dabble in crypto, I feel like they're not doing their research.
Well, maybe that narrative should change. Maybe that should
That's
change.
just the human psychology, though. And
When it comes to investing money, like, you have to research. You can't just take what Robin says or what David says or what you read in an article or an
everything
advertisement.
we say
you
is
see.
financial advice. First of all,
No, what I'm saying is, though, anyone like, if I tell you, hey, you should invest in Doge, you shouldn't be like, okay, I'm gonna go invest in Doge. Even if I'm a legendary trader, if I'm 99% right on my picks, you should still do your research, because at the end of the day, the consequences of your actions fall strictly on your shoulders. You can't make decisions based off other people's opinions, because then you're going to come back and when it fails, you're going to blame the other person. When at the end of the day, the person pulling the trigger at the end of the day is you. So all the responsibility should lie on you, which means all the research should lie on you as well. Don't take what someone says. When I say go check out Crypto Stackers, it's amazing. Don't just go and subscribe to it. Go check it out yourself. Play around with it. Is it useful to you? Something that might be worth something to me might not be worth that to you. So that's all I'm saying. Stop trying to censor people. Stop trying to censor investments, or, oh, we're not passing a spot ETF because it's too volatile. Let people make that decision. If it's too volatile for them, then they won't put their money in there. But you're going to just excommunicate a whole group of people who want to have a spot ETF to invest in. I don't care about volatility. I actually like the volatility. And Robin might not like the volatility. And guess what? He doesn't have to invest in it if he doesn't want to. So I hate the fact that our governments and people are trying to make financial decisions for us. I'm just over that narrative, man. I'm over it. Like, that's all I got.
let's get rid of those stupid ass SHIB commercials, man. You know what? I saw they had a truck the other day on the strip advertising a meme coin I'd never heard of, and they had a QR code on there. And I'm like,
What?
I'm like looking, I'm like,
Hey, you might
I'm
say,
like-
huh, I
I'm like,
wonder what
stop
this
it.
is.
Stop it.
Okay, you said stop it. You didn't go through it, right? Someone might think, hey, I want to see what this is all about.
Here's a question I propose to you. What if it legit was a scam and you knew it, and it was an advertisement for it? Would you still be okay with it being advertised?
No, if it was a legit,
you research,
no.
Like, say that
I would
truck.
not.
Say that truck. You scanned it, and it literally was like, giving away promotional. Give us your wallet address. Send this amount, and we'll double it back to you.
No. Then I would report that, and I would hope that it would get taken down.
You would hope, or do you think it should be illegal?
It should be. Well, you never know if it's legal or not when someone launches it, unless you're vetting the projects before you let them
But if
advertise.
you determined it was illegal, and or you say you
If I
determined
determined-
it was a scam,
Okay.
do you think regulators should go and try to pull it down and make it and pass laws to make it illegal?
That one advertisement, yes. But to put a blanket,
But here, that's
On everything?
that's
No.
why we're at where we're at. That's why the SEC is going after certain projects, because certain projects are illegal. But you can't just cherry pick and be like, well, y'all
course
do the
you
same
can.
thing, but this one's a little bit more shady. This one's not quite as much. We're gonna sue
so what?
you,
You're just
but-
going to ban all of it?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just proposing a hypothetical thought.
Yeah, you do cherry pick.
experiment
That's
here,
the whole
so.
point of having a department that spends millions of dollars a year. Is you cherry pick. You have red flag. How does the IRS figure out who they're going to audit? Are they going to audit everyone, or how do they know who to audit?
Here's a fact. They audit 1 in every 100 people. In case you didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's not at random.
No,
Some of it might be at random.
legitimate. No. Well, they have different things, but right off the baseline, they audit 1 in every 100 applications, and then there's other criteria that get you more or less likely or unlikely to get audited. So, like, if you all of a sudden claim that you
Right,
donated
red flags.
$100,000,
You can do the same thing for these commercials or advertisement. You can have red flags. That if the red flags get,
what if the red flag was a picture of a puppy on the coin?
then that's
Can
the
that be a red
dumbest thing I've ever
flag?
heard. You're a red flag. All right, let's move on. to our next segment, the talking points, the chitter chat. So Eddie, there's no banner on this one, buddy, so don't worry about it. So this is just from the traditional markets. This is the jobs report that came out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time this morning. Economy added 678,000 jobs in February as Omicron faded. Dining, travel picked up. Unemployment fell to 3.8%. Employers added a roaring 678,000 jobs in February, the most since last summer. The unemployment rate fell from 4% to 3.8%. And so far, the nation recovered 19.9 million, or 90% of the 22 million jobs that were lost early in the pandemic, leaving it 2.1 million jobs shy of pre-crisis levels, a gap that could be closed by summer. So I was a little surprised, and I'm going to pull up the traditional markets here. You can pull my laptop back up, Eddie. I was surprised, right? So jobs report comes out, it's positive, and the markets tank. And this just goes to show you, you never know, and that's why you can never top bottom or never predict tops and bottoms on markets, because you never know how news will affect the market. You think something like a positive job report comes out, the market's going to go up, but it doesn't. It does the opposite. It's going down. So you have the NASDAQ down 2%, Dow Jones down 380 points, S&P is down 1.2%, and then literally everything else, Japanese, Chinese markets, volatility is pretty high. The VIX is sitting at 33.38. So, and the crypto markets are down too. So, Robin, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this jobs report? Do you think it was already baked in? Or are you surprised at what's going on in the markets with the report coming? This is a pretty big report. Last time the jobs report came out and it was negative, the market's completely tanked. So what's your 2 cents on this?
People are working, bro. You know, we got positions here at Cincinnati Crypto. So when we put our own jobs report out here, it's good, bro. The job report is good. How it affects the market, I think it's not a big factor, in my opinion. I think the market naturally moves due to other variables, and then people like to attribute the jobs report to it. I don't think it's that big of a metrics, honestly. I think like now, if all of a sudden the expected inflation rate was, X percentage, the CPI was supposed to be 6% and ends up being 7%. I think that is more of a contributing factor to pushing the market in one direction or another. However, in my opinion, I don't think the job report, unless it's something that's like really eye-catching, is something that's going to move the stock market and the global market. I don't see it, man. That's my opinion. But
okay, all right. Our first article we're going to talk about.
We're at 20 viewers. All we need is one more viewer in the chat, and we're going to throw out some free Bitcoin.
Outside of the blockchain parlay, right?
Yeah. We're gonna hand out
$25
when we open up the club today. We're gonna throw out $25. So.
And what are the parameters? I don't think you should do the random pick. I think it should be something more fun.
Something more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'll ask a question to see who was paying attention. How about that?
Yeah.
Right.
Beautiful. And the first person to get it right will win.
I got a question. So,
$25.
But we still got to open up the club. Apparently 3 people just left.
Well, we did get to 22 during Forest.
That didn't count.
Okay. All right. We got to hit 21
we were in the middle
again.
of a live stream.
2 more people. Not only are we giving away $100 to the blockchain parlay
because
winner,
we can't open up the club in the middle of an interview. So with that said, the club hours of operation
haven't changed. All right, let's get into our first article here. Wharton professor calls on Fed to defend the dollar from Bitcoin. Finance professor Jeremy Siegel warns that Bitcoin could, quote, take over if the dollar continues to lose value. Jeremy Siegel is the finance professor at Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, said the Federal Reserve needs to tighten its interest rates fast. With inflation spinning rapidly out of control, he called on the central bank to protect the dollar from devaluation and from a possible Bitcoin takeover.
Uh-oh. Hold on. We got 21 viewers, baby. Let's open up the club.
Hey, not 21 viewers?
We had 21, baby.
We sure? All right, you're right. We're at 21.
All right.
Open up the club.
Yeah, open up the club. Studio cam, baby.
I'm just going to say, no, come on, bro. Come on, Eddie. Dance. Yeah. What are you doing, Robin? Oh, shit. All right. All right, Robin. So what's the question? What's the question? Let us hear it.
All right. How many state champions did Forrest from Crypto Stackers have under
How many
his belt?
state championships did he win?
Yeah, how many? What is the number of state championships?
First person to guess correctly wins $25 in Bitcoin.
There it is.
All right? No. Hey, producers, you're freaking excluded. Jesus Christ. Terrible. You guys are terrible, selfish assholes. All right, while we wait, let's continue on this article here. The article continues to say, he cited the Fed's missed calls and wildly incorrect predictions about temporary inflation last year, which runs stronger than ever today. And then this is a quote from Mr. Siegel. We got to defend the dollar here, stated the professor. We talk about Bitcoin taking over. We got to defend the dollar. And that's all I got for this article. So is it too late? Because he talks about
Andrew just won $25 in Bitcoin.
Andrew Kubala. Congratulations, Sheldon. You're wrong. It was 3. 3 state championships.
He's like 5. We're not talking about Booker T. Washington. 5-time.
5-time world heavyweight champion. Andrew, congratulations. We will reach out to you after the show, and we will get your Bitcoin address and send you $25 in free Bitcoin. All right. So this article, Robin, do you think it's too late to stop devaluing the U.S. dollar? Are we far past that point, or is there still a chance to salvage the U.S. dollar being the world reserve currency?
It's not okay. Here's my prognosis here, is that even if cryptocurrency didn't exist, I feel like people are starting to shy away from the dollar, and I think it's inevitable, especially with our government, the way that they're inflating the dollar, the way that they just keep having new infrastructure bill and new, anyways. What we're doing in the government here in the U.S., we're expediting the process of not becoming the world reserve currency. Now, lo and behold, there's great new technology, cryptocurrency around Bitcoin. I do think it's going to shift in that direction. I heard a really cool thought on world reserve currency.
Before you do that, we got a new person in the chat. Borhan.
Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
Welcome, Borhan. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell.
So I heard an interesting take. I don't remember who the hell was talking about it, but that there would be multiple world reserve currencies. That it wouldn't just fall on default for just one.
SHIB. SHIB is going to be the.
Stop it.
Can you imagine if SHIB or Dogecoin was the world reserve currency?
Yeah. Yeah,
Hilarious.
The world reserve currency that's known for burning itself.
The world is gone. We're the last people left on Earth.
So I mean, theoretically, you could have Bitcoin and the dollar, and perhaps maybe the euro.
Yeah.
And maybe.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know if I could see multiple world reserve currencies in the fiat section, but I could see maybe the dollar and Bitcoin running simultaneously.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if, you go to pay for something and, just imagine you have your phone out and you're going to send somebody $25 and you just hit $25 Bitcoin. You don't see the decimals and the point zeros and all that. You're just $25 Bitcoin. And I just send it to you. And then
you sending me Bitcoin?
I ain't sending you none.
You got to
I'm sending Andrew something.
That's right.
Sending Andrew $25.
That's awesome. We just love giving money away here, even though we're not bringing any money in from the channel.
You know what? Just yeah, giving out money, but
we're literally bringing in $0 from the channel so far. But we're giving.
You know what would be interesting? What if we went to another channel and we
gave away money?
We were like, "Hey, we'll give you $25 if y'all leave this trash show and come over here. I'm fishing you guys out of here. Come on." Who's coming with me? That's what I want to know. Who's coming with me?
Don't forget, there is a lag on even on the lives. There's a 30-second lag, so I'm sure they would shut that off immediately. Grab the farm is back.
but here's the thing. So everybody that's here, just know that we're always gonna spontaneously give out money or BTC. So
Robin and I are both very spontaneous.
So if you are just kind of hanging out and it's a Tuesday and it's not Friday, where we always give out some BTC on Friday for our contest. If it's just a Tuesday in the middle of the day and we just feeling generous, maybe it's a good portfolio day or something, or take profit.
I think there's gonna come a day where we just randomly give away like $500 in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I'm down. Never have I been so happy about giving money away. It's crazy.
Our producers are like, can you pay us?
Like, wait, we're getting paid? Like that meme from We're the Millers. The kid's like, wait, you guys are getting paid? Oh, that's funny. All right. So we are done with this article. Let's go ahead and move on to the very next article. The city of Lugano will accept Bitcoin, Tether, and LVGA tokens as de facto legal tender. Residents of the Switzerland city will be able to pay taxes, parking tickets, public services, and tuition fees using cryptocurrency. Switzerland's southern city of Lugano plans for many local businesses to accept some crypto as de facto legal tender as part of a partnership with Tether. Now, the Tether's chief technical officer, Pablo Ardiono, said the project was aimed at attracting talent from the space to the city of Lugano and making the city a major blockchain hub in Europe. And this is a quote from Mr. Ardonio. We want to show that these tools, these instruments, these currencies that were created can actually be put to work in a locally controlled, vibrant environment like the city of Lugano. More than 200 shops and businesses in the area are also expected to accept crypto payments for goods and services. And it's called... This is crazy. Call me crazy here, guys. Call me crazy. But do you remember what shirt I wore yesterday? HP, will you tell everyone what shirt I wore yesterday?
Was it a Lugano shirt?
It said,
visit Lugano.
It was Plan B. And guess what the name Plan B is the name. I'm Nostradamus, guys. I'm Nostradamus. I make things happen just based off of just me being me. So you're welcome. Just kidding. Back to the article. As part of the partnership, Tether said it would create a fund of up to 100 million Swiss francs to help finance blockchain-based startups in the region and create crypto unicorns, projects that reach a $1 billion valuation. Polygon will also act as an infrastructure partner for stablecoin settlements in Lugano.
So Polygon's going to be the rails. Bitcoin and Litecoin, right?
Bitcoin and Tether.
Bitcoin Tether.
And LVGA, which I'm assuming is going to be their city coin. Didn't really go into depth about what LVGA was.
Isn't that a brand of television?
What?
LVGA.
I don't think so. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this, Robin? It's a small city. It's only got 66,000 people. But it is Switzerland. And, Swiss...
It's legal tender for an entire city, or whether or not it's big or not. I mean, the population of El Salvador is only like 2 million people.
3 million.
Yeah, so that's not a big country. So you're not gonna all of a sudden, and it's not like the entire country of Australia is just gonna switch over to Bitcoin. You got to start small and then progress forward. So another shining example of where we're going in the adoption. Not only do you have nation states, but you have traditional, well-established countries. Like it was Switzerland, right?
Switzerland.
Yeah. So Switzerland been around since the dawn of time, basically, and they're adopting new technologies. So I think that's hugely bullish. Really big fan of that.
Hey, we got 23 people in the chat. If you're new to the channel, please say hi. We would love to give you a shout out on our channel and welcome you officially to the Crypto Fam.
And Farm, welcome back. Oh, we got 25 back here. 25, what's up? Welcome back to the party.
Oh, quarter piece. I like QP.
It's 25.
25 or QP.
You the one that came up.
I know, but the more I'm looking at, I'm like,
you can't
QP.
Give somebody a name and then
quarter piece.
You can't just. We have HP. You can't just all of a sudden abbreviate everybody.
HP, QP. Okay, you're right. HP, you're safe. You're safe. All right. So let's move on from this article and allow us to take you to our next article.
Oh, real quick, if you're new in the chat and you're not familiar, on Fridays we have a contest called Blockchain Parlay. It's a very simple contest. You just basically pick 2 projects in the top 100, and if your 2 projects outperform everybody else in the chat, we send you some Bitcoin. We've been doing $100. Are we going to do $100 next week again?
Well, we're starting at 50, and then
as long as
spontaneously we will go to 100.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll probably increase it to 100 like we always do.
Yeah.
So we like to dang on the carrot, but like we want to do a 50. Maybe
we do the opposite. Instead of over-promising and under-delivering, we do the opposite.
Well, yesterday we did promise some Bitcoin, but we didn't even get anybody in the chat, and I was all butthurt. I'm like, we ain't giving nothing now. Y'all didn't show up. I ain't giving.
Hey, but you gave it out today, so
yeah, there it is.
So. All right, let's get back to the article. Crypto offers Russia no way out from Western sanctions. So if you remember, we've shown a lot of articles talking about how, especially in the U.S. here, our senators, our congresspeople are worried that the Russian oligarchs, the Russian government will use cryptocurrency to evade sanctions that were put in place by Europe, by America, by the rest of the world. Well, here's an article that talks about how that's not going to happen. Crypto use is likely to grow among ordinary citizens of both nations, Ukraine and Russia, though it won't help Russia's elite dodge economic restrictions. There isn't enough cryptocurrency in the world to bail out Russia from the economic hole which it now finds itself to be settling into. That's very interesting. This is a quote from Matthew Lemaire. Mathieu Lemaire. My accents are pretty spot on, I must say. So, will Russia try to work around sanctions? Yes. Which Matthew is the co-founder and managing partner of Blockchain Co-Investors. But they won't use crypto to do it. They'll find other means through the already established global financial system, like the offshore entities and tax havens revealed in the 2016 Panama Papers. You'd be a fool to use Bitcoin if you were a bad actor, added Lemaire. With the clustering technologies and analytics capacity that the U.S. government and other enforcement agencies have today, quote, they know how to come after you. So what he's saying is, even if
he said, you be a fool. That's it. I don't know. That's all I got.
There's what's that quote?
Yeah. I pity the fool.
Pity a fool. So
hold on, I got a joke. What do you get if E.T. and Mr. T had a baby?
B.E.T.
Nah. It's sad. You say B.E.T. Okay. If Mr. T and E.T. had a baby, it would go a little something like this. I pity the fool who don't phone home. That's all I got. You know,
my joke was way funnier.
Yeah, that was good, though. I couldn't even follow that up, bro. What is wrong with you today, bro? Did you drink too many Mountain Dews this morning?
That was so good. And that was off the top of the head, man. I did not. Oh, man, that was great. BET. Woo! I'm on one today, boys and girls. All right, back to the article we're talking about here. So they're saying, A, there's not enough crypto in the world to bail them out. B, they'd be stupid to use crypto because it's public ledger. Anyone can go in. I mean, you saw what the freaking US FBI did. 6 years later, they found the hackers of the Bybit hack. Was it Bybit or Bitfinex? Robin? The Bybit hack or the Bitfinex hack?
Bitfinex? You mean where they
stole the 3.6 billion? Yes. So, that's on the table. So, who's right? The U.S. government and people like Hillary Clinton who say Russia will use crypto to evade sanctions, or is this person who was talked to about this article, who's right? Robin?
I mean, it's just the realization. I don't know if there's a right or what. It's just the realization that one, you can circumvent government policies by using cryptocurrency because the government doesn't control crypto. At the same time, it is transparent. So at some point in time, you have to transact through entities that are controlled by the government. So Russia, by all means, can create a wallet, the government of Russia, and they can purchase Bitcoin and throw it in there. But at some point, you got to move it, spend it, use it. And when that happens and it crosses into the hands of individuals that are centralized, and that centralized entity has influence by another government. Then at that point, yeah. So what they're saying has
Merit.
is merit. There's the technology just unplugs from the government. However, you got to plug back into the government
Yes.
to get to use government money. So unless you transact and use Bitcoin in its entirety and you don't want to go back to fiat, that's cool. But unfortunately, a lot of places, 99.99% of the world can't pay their mortgage in Bitcoin. There are a couple exceptions. The same can be said when you go to the grocery store. Can't leave go to the checkout with Bitcoin. There are some exceptions, but generally speaking, you want to transact in the global economy, whether it's a small retail or a large bank, has to be converted to fiat. And when that happens, everything is transparent on the blockchain. So they want to seize your funds or block your transactions or whatever it is. You're not going to be able to do it. So,
All right. Interesting take. Next article we're going to talk about. Ukraine cancels the airdrop, reveals new NFT plan. So if you're not familiar,
so are you telling me Ukraine just rug pulled?
and you ruined the freaking thing, man, because there's a tweet here that talks about that. So
I didn't even read the tweet.
yeah. So Ukraine, the government of Ukraine, they've been getting a lot of donations in crypto for the war efforts against Russia. And they came out and announced, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, that they will do a Ukraine token airdrop. We don't know what the token entails, but to everyone that donated, we'll get airdrop tokens. And that's where the whole Justin Sun thing came about, where he was upset that Tron users were not going to be part of the airdrop. Well, now Ukraine has backpedaled. Ukraine has received nearly $40 million in crypto donations, out of which almost $7 million came after the announcement of the now canceled airdrop. Ukrainian Vice Prime Minister Mikhailo Fedorov informed the public on Wednesday that the country has decided to cancel an airdrop for crypto donors that was announced on Tuesday and plans to raise more money through the sale of NFTs instead.
Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you would rather get tokens in return, or put a 2 in the chat if you'd rather get NFTs back. I feel like NFTs are probably a little bit more scarce, right? What do you think? Which one would you rather?
Well, I
receive?
don't. I guess what they're instead of an airdrop, they're doing NFTs where you're essentially trading your donation and getting an NFT in return versus getting a token airdrop.
And by the way, we did put a link in our description of our video today. It's the Binance donation that goes to Ukraine. So we did donate $50 on the behalf of Russell yesterday.
Yeah, Russell, that was very
thanks again,
stand-up
Russell.
movement of you, my friend. Hey,
Yeah.
karma's real. Let's tell you that much. All right. I'm not done with the article. Let me go back. We are there. A fake account, and this is part of the reason they backpedaled. A fake account created 7 billion Peace World tokens, making it seem like it was the official airdrop token for the crypto donors. And then I have nothing else, but there was an article. There was a tweet here that was hella funny right here. So the vice prime minister said, after careful consideration, we have to cancel the airdrop. Every day, there are more and more people willing to help Ukraine fight back the aggression. Instead, we will announce NFTs to support the armed forces. We do not have any plans to issue any fungible tokens. And someone commented that this is the best rug ever. We got rug pulled, my friends, but it's for a good cause. So apparently, what happened? What happened was when people found out that they were going to do a token airdrop, everyone fled to donate money.
There was like
to
30-cent donations.
Yeah, and so people would use their 10 wallets and donate $1, $2 just to get tokens in every single wallet, which kind of took away from the whole reason why people were donating. Like, you're donating to the people, the soldiers in Ukraine that are fighting, that are dying. And now you're just doing it because you want a token drop? Like, come on, man. So I'm happy they kind of stopped it. I think the NFT idea is great, right? You get to own a piece of whether it's Ukrainian history, whatever they decide to do. And in return, that money will go to help support the Ukrainians during the midst of this war. So you got any takes on this, Robin?
Nope.
No?
No, I
Not a
mean,
single thing.
you kind of covered everything. I mean, I don't know if it's positive, negative. Like, I don't know. My idea is like, is that really necessary
To do a token airdrop or
to
to
do
cancel?
any kind of return? Like, I feel like let's just focus on what it was designed for, is to allocate money to the people that need it. I think it's a waste of time to sit here and be like, well, let's give back, and whoever the hell is designing and coming up with, like, why don't you focus on something else? Focus on the task at hand, and that's getting, because I mean the thing is like with these donations, I mean I just put a lot of trust in the system, but I mean history has gone to show that a lot of people use donation funds illicitly, or it doesn't go to the right places. So that's where I would like their focus, not fucking debating about whether or not to drop a token or an NFT. That's just my opinion. So
I agree. All right, let's move on to our next article. OpenSea updates banned countries list, sparking decentralized debate. The world's largest NFT marketplace has confirmed that it blocks users based on the U.S. sanctions list. United States-based NFT marketplace OpenSea has begun barring Iranian users from its platform, sparking outrage from NFT collectors and raising fresh debate about decentralization in the crypto space. Just so you guys know, nothing is or will ever be 100% decentralized. It just does not exist. And then I guess there's this one guy, Bornosaur, who is from Iran, who's a big NFT guy. Said, woke up to my OpenSea trading account being deactivated or deleted without notice or any explanation. Hearing lots of similar reports from other Iranian artists and collectors. What the hell is going on? Is OpenSea straight up purging its users based on their country now? And then OpenSea responded by saying, quote, clear my throat for this one. Our terms of service explicitly prohibit sanctioned users or users in sanctioned territories from using our services. We have a zero tolerance policy for the use of our services by sanctioned individuals or entities and people located in sanctioned countries. If we find individuals to be in violation of our sanctions policy, we take swift action to ban the associated accounts. So, and then MetaMask, apparently, they were banning people as well based on their location. Countries like Iran, Cuba, and Syria.
OpenSea, I've said it a bunch of times. OpenSea is basically a website where they buy and sell NFTs and do the transaction on the Ethereum chain.
Okay.
I mean, if you think it's a decentralized thing that lives on the block, it doesn't. OpenSea, it's code. It's not a.
They wanted to take the company
It's not a blockchain.
public.
Like, it's not a blockchain. There's no OpenSea blockchain. It's literally a website. You buy and you sell NFTs. And the transactions are done on the Ethereum blockchain. So I think a lot of people were like, "What? They can ban it? Yeah, they're a website.
Yeah.
Website, do whatever the hell it wants.
Or a company.
It'd be like
a CEO.
It would be the same if Nike decided to offer NFTs of their shoes. And then you're like, well, Nike just said they're not going to offer their NFTs to Iran. I'm like, well, that's their own damn decision. That's their website. Like, if they want to do that crap, they can. They're just processing the transactions on the chain. So don't think that everything that is associated with blockchain has to be decentralized and it lives on its own little cloud and the internet. That's not exactly how it works. Bitcoin's pretty decentralized. But I mean, at the same time, there are just a handful of miners that kind of control the damn thing. But yeah, there's as David mentioned, there's nothing is 100% decentralized. So I am kind of surprised with the MetaMask one, though. I'll be honest with you.
Me too.
The
that is supposed to be decentralized.
OpenSea, I get it. You know, I mean, I could see, you know, I see the reasoning behind it. They're not really decentralized, but for me, it was pretty surprising on the MetaMask. What I'm curious, if MetaMask can turn on and off their services for countries, can you turn on a customer service department because you lose your money or NFT on MetaMask? There is nobody to contact, but apparently there is somebody there to contact about shutting off the network to an entire country. So I'll just leave that at that.
So they roll. Koro, what's up, my friend?
Yeah.
Koro said, "Oh,
Here, we'll just kind of go over the chat here. We want to say thank you for coming and hanging out with us. I don't know if I gave a shout out to Sonfils.
I did.
Okay, but another one to you. Defib, have I said hi to Defib
Yes,
yet?
you have. Please.
Okay, just check it. And then we got Coro, welcome back.
Does it upset you that your bro Defib only comes on Fridays?
Yeah, you know what? What's up with Monday, Thursday, man?
Talk to him. Here, you have the floor. Go ahead. Talk to Defib.
Defib. We talk to you, bro. Where you been at? Where you been at, Defib?
All right, that's all we got. Yeah, I what Robin said is 100% right. They're not a blockchain. They're not a no. Well, both. Yeah, they're not a decentralized platform. They literally have a CEO. They wanted to go public. Like that should tell you everything. So if it's in their terms and services, there's nothing you can do about it. You can move your money and go to another platform like Looks Rare or Verify, but that'll be on you. So let's move on. Some GOAT news. The GOAT. Michael Jordan, his Solana athlete app Air drops their first NFT. Air, which is a Solana-based fan engagement platform launched by Michael Jordan and his son Jeffrey, launched its first NFTs today. The 10,010 NFTs are being sold for 2.3 Solana apiece, or $221. Now, Air aims to connect professional athletes with their fans. Today, Air launched its first NFT collection to bring, quote, founding members or users into the upcoming platform. The startup sold 5,005 total NFTs. So originally it was supposed to be 10,000, but because of low demand, they cut that supply in half. Ended up selling out of the 5,005 at $221, which, and down here. And then as far as what Air does, what the app does, it connects athletes and their fans within huddles or communities that allow a limited number of users. Huddle members will get access to exclusive content from each athlete, as well as Ask Me Anything or AMA style sessions, merchandise, and more. The firm has yet to reveal which athletes will be featured on the Solana-powered platform, but in a Twitter space held today, the team suggested that NBA legends and current players will be involved. So, Robin, who would you like to see?
I just put the association Air and Air Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
That went over my head till just now. I was like, huh. See what you did there.
Good job.
Okay. What's the question?
Who would you like to see? Like, what's one NBA legend you'd like to see on this platform where you can have direct access to questions, merchandise, special events?
You would assume I would say Jordan, but I mean, Jordan himself.
Yeah.
But her dude's kind of rude.
Yeah, and he's a shitty tipper.
Yeah.
Terrible tipper.
And he likes ketchup on his steaks, I heard. So.
You know who's
Here's the thing. We got a small community here in Vegas. And so if you work anywhere near the Strip, everybody just chitter-chatters. They're like, man, I had, Tiesto's a really cool guy, by the way.
Yeah. You know who's weird? Jim Harbaugh. So Jim Harbaugh worked at a restaurant one time at Mesa Grill. And he comes in, orders a ribeye, plain, no seasoning, no salt, no pepper, no nothing. Orders 2 glasses of milk and ketchup. And I watched this man sit there, dip his ribeye in ketchup, eat it, and then wash it down with milk after every single bite.
Hey, that's the circle of life right there, bro. The cow.
The khakis, too.
The cow and the milk. And then, just saying.
What?
What
are you, a zoologist?
He probably came in wearing nothing but leather.
Now?
He had nothing but
Dennis Rodman. Yes, dude. How fun would that be? Imagine Dennis Rodman doing an AMA.
Dude, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis, remember that one time where you left the game to go to Vegas to party?
He's kind of weird, man.
Yeah, but I bet he's got stories, dude.
I don't know, man. I don't want to.
I'd be like, his Carmen Electra could kiss her.
You know who I don't want to hang out with? I'd like to hang out with Allen Iverson.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
AI, I think. He seems like a straight, true, down-to-earth guy. He don't give a damn.
My answer would be, if he was still alive, would be Kobe. I'm a huge, diehard Kobe Bryant fan. God rest his soul. He would be the one guy that I would like. If I was like, Kobe's here, I would do whatever it takes to get into that huddle. So this is pretty cool. This is just another example of people monetizing their communities, right? You look at content creators, YouTubers, TikTokers, artists, athletes. They all have a big community, a big following. And what is a way to monetize the community? And on top of that, give your community something of value. And here you have it. I mean, honestly, like I said, if you're let's say a Michael, or not a Michael, let's say a Dennis Rodman does it, right? And you're a huge Dennis Rodman fan, dude, you're going to buy that token. You're going to want to be in that community. You're going to want to be in that Discord or whatever they do. So it's a cool thing for you. Look at it as an experience. We spend money on so much stupid stuff, especially here in Vegas. I would spend money to be able to have access, direct access to one of my favorite athletes or my favorite athlete. So I think this is pretty cool. Definitely think we're going to see more of it. So moving forward, we'll see what happens. He said Dennis Rodman shows up at the bars around my house all the time. He's really weird. Ask him about Carmen Electra. Ask him if she's a good kisser. I'm curious. I hope my wife's not watching. All right, we're moving on to our very next article, which is funny because I told her to make sure to watch this show
We need to
today.
speed this thing up. We're running out of time. We still got to do blockchain parlay.
Yeah, that's it. We don't do market today because.
Yeah.
All right, next article, Eddie. Eddie, pay attention, please.
People want some money here, bro.
The people have spoken. We're going to keep them around for a little bit longer. 75%, and this is the last article, by the way. 75% of investors in emerging markets want more crypto. The survey found that the vast majority of surveyed investors in the Asian Pacific region and Latin America, they are considered emerging markets, are eager to get more crypto because they believe in its long-term growth trajectory.
What, hold on. What does that picture have anything to do with this article? What is this?
It's a coin dancing
like
on a stream deck.
The hell does that got to do
It's
with
like some
anything?
Robin would draw up,
Like,
some hella random and weird. Anyways, a whopping 75% of investors in Asia Pacific and Latin American emerging markets are looking to increase their exposure to cryptocurrency investments. Emerging markets appear to be the most lucrative for growth in the crypto industry, as 32% of consumers surveyed have trust in crypto compared to just 14% in developed markets such as the US and the EU. The relative difference in trust is reflected by the disparity between those surveyed who have invested in crypto in emerging markets and those in developed ones, which is 41% to 22%. The trust difference is further illustrated by the lower sense of risk perceived by investors in emerging markets. Just 25% of investors in emerging markets believe crypto is too risky, whereas 42% believe in the developed markets believe it is too risky. So emerging markets, right? Markets that aren't developed. Developed markets, you have pretty much all European countries. You have the U.S. You can possibly throw El Salvador in there, maybe. But as far as emerging markets, people that are just getting into crypto, they don't see it as risky. They want more exposure to it. It's exactly what our space needs. New people, new retail investors, new institutions coming into the space. It's only going to solidify what we currently have and keep growing on top of it. Robin?
more crypto. I was listening to you read an article, and you just threw so many percentages at me.
Yeah, that's why I stopped. I actually have more highlighted.
It was like, you're like 40%, 14%, 40%, 32%.
All right, so
I'm like, are you reading?
So here's
the
important.
What's going on here? I'm like reading. I'm trying to follow along. I'm like,
just because you have the memory of a squirrel and
that's my line, bro.
And the attention.
That's my line, bro.
Just because you have the attention span of a young baby hippo.
Hold on. Let me tell you something here. This fool here, he was always, when we first started the show, he was like, "It's your boy David." I'm like, "Don't do that." I'm like, come up with your own shit.
That's my line. I want you to say, yeah. What about the markets are looking juicy? You use that all the time. I want you to stop using it. I'm saying it on
Okay,
here.
fine. That's fine, bro.
Okay.
That's fine.
I swear
All
to
you gotta
God, if
do,
I hear you say the markets are juicy, I'm gonna come over there and slap that hat off.
Markets are looking plain without any salt and pepper with a side of milk. How you doing?
Don't forget the ketchup. All right. You got anything to add to this one?
Nah, let's get into it. Let's check it. I want to find out who won. Actually, I already know who won.
All right, we know who won. But first, before we get into blockchain parlay, start thinking about what two coins you're gonna pick. Now we're making a change again. Okay, sorry, bear with us, our friends. So we decided to pull numbers at 10 p.m. on Thursday, Vegas time. But now we decided that it's only fair to just do it the morning of. We'll just have to wake up a little earlier and pull the numbers around 8, 9 o'clock.
Because it got a little weird because
Yeah.
the market dipped overnight. So now, like, any tokens that we do.
How the hell did we lose 8 viewers before the blockchain parlay? Like, are you guys just, what the hell wrong with you? Anyways, so with that being said.
So, yeah, it's going to be 10 a.m., just like it was originally. So, 10 a.m. on Friday to 10 a.m. next Friday. Yesterday, we did pull the numbers last night. So, it might be a little different than they are now. But
8 a.m., not 10 a.m.
8 a.m.
Anyways, go
Whatever.
ahead and roll the blockchain parlay graphic. All right. So let's review last week's results. So go ahead and pull up mine and Robin's, Eddie. Nope. Hurry, switch it. Okay, there you go. Damn it. You're fired. All right. So as we can see, let's just get to it. I won 9.5%. Robin 3.5%. Weak, lame, loser. Robin had Avalanche, which came in at 2.2%, ETH 4.47 for a weekly average of 3.35. And David here, picked Solana at 3.95% and Quant.
You call yourself Nostradamus.
Yeah, Plan B, I told you. Quant came in at a whopping 14.9% with a total average of 9.42%. So, should we give our picks for next week, or should we roll the graphic for the winner?
Let's pick ours for next week because every time we do the winner thing, and then it drags on, everybody's spamming stuff. So let's go. All right,
you go first, Robin. Eddie, go ahead and pull up Robin's picks on the.
Yeah, because I forgot who I picked. So.
I forgot too. There was so much going on today. There you go.
All right, so I got Loop Ring and Aave. So I'm going DeFi. We
going
haven't.
DFib?
We not going DeFib, but I'm going DeFi. So. All of the sectors have been pumping. We've had Bitcoin moving. We had Ethereum following. We've had the metaverse tokens moving. And then lately we've had Terra. And what is Terra known for? They're known for their stable coins. They're known for their DeFi. And also Terra's DEX, which is Anchor Protocol, obviously on a huge tear. So I think this is the first mover, just like when you saw Doge coming. What followed? All the other meme coins. When you saw Decentraland pumping, what followed? All the other metaverse. So I think DeFi is on the next up. I think that's the next sector to pump. So I'm going all in on DeFi, Loop Ring, Aave, baby. Let's go.
All right, Eddie, show mine. All right. I went ahead with
He's like waiting for the banner.
Hedera Hashgraph and Axie Infinity. So Hedera, it is not where it should be. It is way too down. And as far as Axie, it is trending on Google. People are searching for it. People are getting back into the game. Huge partnerships with Axie Infinity. So those are my picks. Also, we're going to open up the chat for the picks for next week. So start while Robin's going to go over the chart for the chat. I will start loading down, or I will start writing down, I will start writing down your guys' picks for next week's blockchain parlay. Remember, here are the rules. 2 coins that are not stable coins in the top 100, Stereo 2. We had to disqualify one of his picks because it was outside the top 100. So we know you didn't win. So with that being said, let's go ahead and show the winner of Blockchain Parlay. Nope, other screen. All right, Robin, take it away.
All right, and we have Mayada at 400%, Bizlord at 24%. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna go to the big winners here. We got DFib 23, Zombie 21%, Alina 23%, Nick 21%. And then Russell 43%. So it looks like Russell is the winner of Blockchain Parlay.
Karma, Russell. Karma, bro.
Yeah, hey, man.
I'm so happy you won, my friend.
There it is. So we had some close seconds there. But congratulations, Russell. We're gonna send this to you. You've already donated your portion, so stop trying to give away your money. That's what we do. But no, it was a noble cause for you to donate your $50 a couple days ago. But either way, we'll reach out to you again, and we'll get the QR, and we will send you $100 in Bitcoin. Congratulations, Russell. Everybody in the chat, give a congratulations to Russells. I know y'all are probably salty you didn't win, but dude deserves it.
Hell no, everyone loves Russell, man. Russell's the man.
Cool.
I am just, don't mind me. I'm just writing down all of these ones. So, Hendy, I got you. Russell, I got you.
I'm curious.
Adar, Nick, I got you.
I'm curious what people are picking.
Mayad, Ave, and Luna.
So, Hendy's going Shib and Polygon. Okay.
Yeah, why don't you read them off to me, Robin?
Okay, we got. Oh, Russell's got Anchor and Uma.
So, start at Sonfils.
Sonfils, BTT, and Adam.
Okay, hold on. Sonfils.
And then we got Fred. Fred
Adam.
has Luna and BTC.
Where are you, Freddie? Luna and Bitcoin?
Yep. And Sonfils had BTT, right?
Yes, BTT.
BitTorrent. Yeah. And then Lil Caddy has Ethan Luna. Ponder.
Everyone's picking Luna again, huh?
Yeah. You guys apparently weren't paying attention to the TA master where he showed the Terra Luna was at the top band, remember? Yeah. On the easy band.
You guys ain't paying attention. What the hell wrong with you? All right. Who's right. Ponder?
Punder's got BNB and ETH. Uma has L58 has Uma and Luna.
Hold on. Do I have L58 over here? L58. Okay, L58 is what?
L58 is running Uma and Luna. And then Stereo has Solana and Cadena.
Stereo too?
Yep.
Okay.
Then we got
Lena,
Sol, and Uma.
Yep.
And then you got DFib. He's got Avalanche and Bitcoin. And then we got.
If you've already put in your pick, guys, don't put anything. Okay, Nick is changing Luna and AVAX.
Anyways, man, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and do 10 minutes of the show of me staring at this computer. We're gonna talk.
What do you mean? I gotta put these things in, bro.
You can look it up in the chat after the fact, anyways.
You can't look at the chat after the fact.
Yeah, you can. You can go live replay on the chat, bro.
Okay, we'll go. I'm not doing that. So go ahead. You want to talk? You can go ahead and talk. I'm gonna put these in.
So, man, you heard the Raiders?
I'm not gonna talk, so you can talk to yourself.
So the NFL has dropped all of their COVID protocols. You know what? I feel like COVID, because of the aggressions and the invasion in Ukraine and that whole mess, COVID's taking a back seat. It's not a story anymore. And Trump's not around. You can't make fun of him anymore. And so, you know, it was like, what are we talking about? You know? They done dropped all the mask regulations. I feel like we're getting back to normal, man.
I hope so, man.
I feel like we're literally right at the edge of being done with this COVID stuff. So, oh, hold on. We got somebody new. Is Andro new?
Who?
Andro Tito.
Andro Tito. Yes.
He is new. Hola! Welcome, Andro Tito, to the last 2 minutes of our show.
MGM.
All you got to do is, he already puts in. He's showing up for the money. I don't blame you, Andro. I don't blame you, bro.
MGM is Quant and Luna.
Yeah. And then
Murder. What chef? Matic.
Chef has Matic and Shib. Zombie has Loon and Rune.
Got that. Loon and Rune.
And then Sweet Potatoes.
Harry, Bitcoin and ETH.
Yeah. And then I do want to say thank you to the chat. We've really been growing. I remember we were talking about it the other day. So when we first started doing our live streams, maybe, what was it, like back in like September, we would have our live stream with 0 viewers in there. And we would be like, put a 1 in the chat if you blah, 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 with like nobody in there. Or we're like, a shout out to our community. And So it's pretty badass that we have actual people here, and everybody here is super cool, really talkative, and you know what? On one hand, you could easily say, "Oh, you guys are giving out money because you want to grow your community." No, honestly, and from bottom of my heart, man, I really appreciate all of you, and so you make our show easier because you bring us content, and you're engaged in the chat, and so to show my appreciation, I do want to give back to you guys, and
I like how you say I.
that's because you're not saying nothing, bro.
Because I'm writing this down. I have the most important job right now. I can't get people's picks wrong.
Andrew has
And Elisa.
Andrew.
I'm going to list them off.
Hey.
Don't leave yet, guys. I'm going to list them off real quick to make sure I got them.
Hey, guys, if you're watching this after the fact, if you're watching this and you're not live, you have until 5 p.m. Vegas time, also known as 8 p.m. Eastern time, to put your picks in the chat below. So if you're not watching live, don't worry. You didn't miss out unless you watch us after 8 p.m. Eastern time. But just put those in the chat, and then we'll add you in afterwards. It's a 1 week contest. Best returns on the week.
HP put his in?
Yeah, he did earlier.
Andrew. All right, so here's what I got so far, okay? Don't put anything else in, but if I missed you or if I have it wrong, please at that point put it in. DFib, Avalanche and Bitcoin, Harry, Bitcoin, Ethereum, L58, Uma, Luna, Stereo, Solana, Cadena, Alina, Solana, Uma, Freddie, Luna, Bitcoin, Russell, Anchor, Uma, Hendy, Shib, and Matic, Punder, BNB, and ETH, Lily, ETH, and Luna, Mayad, Ave, and Luna, Yellowbeard, Phantom, and Uma, a lot of Umas, Malik, Waves, and Luna, Nick, Luna, and Avax, Crypto Bros, XRP, and Dot, Sparrow, Shib, and ETH, Music, Rune, and Adam, Zombie, Luna, and Rune, Andro, BNB, and Rune, Sweet Potato, Sand, and Ethereum, Chef, Matic, and Shib, Andrew, Phantom, and Ada, Sonfils, BitTorrent, and Adam, MGM, Quant, and Luna, Borhan, Anchor, Solana, Annalisa, Anchor, and Uma. That's what I got.
Yeah, we got nothing from HP. HP, you got till 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this thing up. All right,
friends.
everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a great weekend. We will be back live 10:30 a.m. Monday, Vegas time. And
How are we going to reach out to Andrew?
we were trying to figure out how to get this, how to direct. Andrew, message us on
Andrew,
Twitter?
Do this.
Instagram?
Do me a favor, Andrew. Message us on Instagram at Sin City Crypto.
No, just send us a message on YouTube. Just
Can you?
yeah, you can.
Well, you can publicly share your Bitcoin address if you're comfortable doing that, because the only thing someone can do is send you money. So if you're comfortable with doing that, go ahead and comment in the video when we're done. Oliver is here, but came in just at the end. Anyways, Oliver, come back Monday at 10:30 a.m. Vegas.
Oliver, real quick, put two projects in the top 100 in the chat, real quick. He's listening, huh? Oh, anyway.
Watch it while I'm working.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, if you got time to put it in the chat, you got till 8 p.m. We'll give away some straight cashola.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Andrew, if you don't feel comfortable putting your Bitcoin address, just DM us on Instagram at SinCityCrypto_1. And when you send us a message, say, Andrew, hey, this is Andrew, Robin sucks. That way I know it's new, you're not an imposter. All right? Hey, it's Andrew, Robin sucks.
Ukraine tweeted their Bitcoin address. So if that doesn't give you some security, that an entire nation state tweeted their Bitcoin address, I think you're pretty secure there.
That's right.
And then Borhan, welcome to the club, man.
Oh, Koro. All right, Koro.
And
Koro
then
Bitcoin and ETH.
I'll go ahead and roll the outro music. Let's get this. Yeah. So, anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Much love. Oliver, welcome to the club, man. We get to work. Don't get fired because you're watching our show. But we appreciate
Russell, we'll send you your $100 in Bitcoin as soon as we get off. We love you guys.
it. All right, guys.
Have a great weekend. Peace.